For more about religion and the beliefs of Chinese people, I spoke to Professor Yang Fenggang. He teaches religion and Chinese society at Purdue University. I asked him about religion in a modern China.
Well, religion is reviving in China, or has been reviving since the late 1970s. And all kinds of religions are thriving. Traditional ones come back. And more people have become religious in recent years.
Well, that being said, recently the Chinese government and the Vatican have been in contact. What about Catholicism in China? Do you see ties being restored at some point?
Well, certainly now we can see signals from China and also from the Vatican that both sides try to come closer together. But there are many obstacles for the relationship to re-establish the diplomatic relationship. But it looks like the Vatican side really tried very hard, and the Chinese side has become more responsive in recent months. So it looks like hopeful, but still a long way to go.
How would you then describe religious pluralism or religious diversity in China these days?
That's not many people realize. Actually, there's the diversity, religious diversity in China is very high. There are many kinds of religions, and traditional Chinese religions of Buddhism, Taoism, and folk religion are thriving. At the same time, there are large numbers of Catholics and Protestants and Muslims. So if we construct a diversity index, China is among the high side of the spectrum.
Well, let's turn now to millennials and the younger generation in China. What would you say is their attitude towards religion?
As you know, in China, in schools and colleges, universities, the textbooks are about atheism, that students need to learn to be atheists. But what's interesting is, since market transition in the last 3 decades or more, and the young people actually are more following the market forces. Therefore, many of them have become spiritually awakened. So the millennials, they are quite open to spiritual issues. They ask spiritual questions. Many of them have turned to religion to seek answers in their life. So there's a rise of professionals who have become Buddhist, practicing Buddhism. But there are also more young people have turned to Christianity, especially Protestantism. There are many new churches emerging in the urban areas as well as in rural areas.